You are watching the Justin TV Invitational, cast by myself, Totalbiscuit. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to SHOUTcraft right here, bringing you the Justin TV Invitational, as sponsored by QPad, Split Reason and Zowie, and of course Justin.tv. I also bring you FxmOoNan in the blue trunks. He is playing Terran right here on the Metalopolis versus his opponent. We just saw him earlier. He is back for yet another round. This is Drewbie from Team Roots. He is in the Dirty Bleed trunks. Wow, what am I talking about? As you may have gathered, I'm still rather ill. As a result, my head is spinning quite a lot and I feel like I'm falling backwards all the time, which is a little bit disturbing. It's not the kind of thing you want, honestly, trying to sit forward in this chair, keep attentive, make sure that this casting is going very, very well, and of course, what do I feel like? That I'm falling through space! It's like casting while high. Don't do drugs, kids. And it's not all that great, honestly, but we'll deal with it. We'll deal with what opportunity would we have to cast such great players otherwise. To all of the 7 people that are currently watching, because they are watching the TSL. There you go. I don't blame them. I don't blame anybody. I think TSL's just hit about 30,000 viewers on live right now. It's a crazy lineup. Really great stuff. Very well produced, of course. And the might of Day 9 and Chill commentating today. They'll also be commentating tomorrow as well. FxmOoNan. I have not seen this guy play before at all, but he's good if he's gotten to this point. That I can tell you for a fact. And Drewbie. Drewbie is also currently in the loser's bracket. He's had one of his eliminations. If he loses this, he will go out of the tournament entirely. Double elimination is always an interesting way of doing things. It's supposed to prevent upsets. Usually does a pretty good job of it. Minimizes the effect of cheese and things like that. Admittedly, it makes the tournament go on significantly longer. So it's usually a 3-day event if you're going to go onto that at all. Drill it, drill it. You know, one of these days I'm going to watch that and he'll actually be helping him build. I always wondered that. I always got very confused when I first started watching StarCraft of any description and playing. It's like, why can't the SCVs just help them build? And then I realized how colossally overpowered that would actually be. Now, there are other games where that is okay. This is not one of them. That would be ridiculous. So guys, got battle cruisers 4 minutes in because we used all our SCVs to help build this. Jesus, my God, that would be terrible. Factory, please don't you dare go for a siege tag ground war. We know how that ends up, especially on a map like this. Takes bloody forever. No expansion from either side as of yet. Identical builds from either side currently. Kaldor avoided this game because he hates mirror matches. I don't really blame him. I think TBT is probably the most interesting of the mirror matches by a very significant margin. There could be diversity, folks. There could be. Look at this. Like, that factory's 2 seconds ahead of the other. It's shocking, folks. This could be the turning point of this entire game. You know for a fact that Sean talks about that critical moment. There's the critical moment, folks. He built that factory so late. Hellions. Wonderful, wonderful Hellions. Starport. Wonderful. But it's going to watch this space, because it doesn't matter, because it's going to look the same as the other one anyway. I love TBT, as I keep telling myself, and then take stronger and stronger shots of alcohol to make the pain go away. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not, and that upsets me. Hellion. Oh, Drewbie. Oh, it's FxmOoNan, actually. It's like, huh, is Drewbie doing this? Oh, no, it's FxmOoNan, never mind. FxmOoNan going in for it right here. Hellion with the escort needs to be careful about that. Are we looking for the contain? We may very well be. What is containment? It's where you build a bunker outside your opponent's base so we can't get out. There we go. Breaks off some SCVs off the line. It is a slaughter fest one way or the other that FxmOoNan then just loses. Intriguing stuff. Drewbie now with the counter-attack coming in right here. That Hellion forced to go at the speed limit of 15 miles an hour. It's like the old-school Hellions, folks. The little guy in a top hat in front of it, walking in front of it with a flag. Bunker coming up right here for FxmOoNan. It's not going to be up in time, though. Will Drew be able to do any damage with that? He certainly will. He definitely has the numbers, and he's going for it right here. What he looks for. He has more Hellions on the field as well. There you go, pushing his way in. A lot of damage being done. FxmOoNan might actually lose this right now, in fact. Repairs on the Hellions, but it's not good enough. Drewbie all the way to the middle of the line right here. Damage! Huge amounts of damage. Will it be enough damage, though? More to the point, it is good economic damage. SCVs catch it very well, though. FxmOoNan with a good defense. However, economic damage done to FxmOoNan should not be underestimated. Look at that. A big difference in terms of the harvester count. Here comes the drop. A single medevac backed up by 1 Marine and a Hellion. Sounds reasonable. Banshee, on the other hand, for FxmOoNan. We do finally get that diversity in here. In comes the cloak right here. Drop around the back. How much more damage can be done to that line? Takes one. Can he take a second? He looks for it. Can't quite get it. However, with the mobility offered to him by that medevac, that's going to be interesting because there's really not an awful lot he can do. I don't think FxmOoNan's really got anything on the ground to deal with that. Certainly does not. Heli in there. And, of course, that Banshee and a couple of Marines. Still economic damage being done. And Drewbie in a commanding position right now. Going to take advantage of that with the barracks and the reactor coming up. Vikings coming on the field as well. Needs to deal with that Banshee. He's well aware of that. Doesn't want to get harassed by that. It's already on the field, and that Banshee won't be able to do too much. He'll get locked down rather quickly. Drewbie, however, not confident about going in there. He could actually go in there again, I would think. Do a little bit more damage with it if he wants to do it. Not doing that, though. Backs off to his base. Still one base for both the FxmOoNan and the Drewbie. Indeed, Drewbie and FxmOoNan are separate races right now. It has been determined by law. Missile turrets on the field. Nothing's going to be happening with those Banshees, that I can tell you. Drewbie actually loses track of him right there in the clouds, but I don't think a lot's going to happen. He's already got one ready to intercept it as soon as it goes anywhere near it. Hides it in a perfect position, turns around, and there we go. That ain't going anywhere in a hurry, I'm afraid. Bye-bye, Banshee. Banshee, bye-bye. If you try and get out of that, well, you never know. You might be able to do it. Pushes forward. Unfortunately for him, there is a missile turret, and that is not a good thing. Drewbie with a Raven on the way up as well. Needs to really just get those ground forces rolling because there's not an awful lot to defend it. FxmOonan's got nothing right now, and he's rebuilding his SCV count to the point where I don't really know why Drewbie's not going in, but he's holding back for a little while. He'll eventually be able to go and apply more pressure. Right now, 10 Marines versus 5. There is a bunker, which will prove problematic, but with that drop capability, I don't know. Command center on its way up. Drewbie has nothing of the sort right now, but that stim is coming in. He's obviously just waiting for that, I can only imagine. Siege tanks rolling in as well. Now I'm told that my mic is on mute. It took people about 10 freaking minutes to realize this. Great. Well, it's in the VOD. It's in the VOD. Never mind, never mind. Jesus. Scares me that people figure... It's like, is it supposed to be this quiet? Probably not. Oh my god. There must be a hotkey combination for mute. I'll have to turn that off. FxmOoNan with a quick roll past. What is he going to find? Not an awful lot, is he? Other than death, destruction, and horrible pain. No, not going to happen. Not happening at all. The thing is, FxmOonan's now getting these siege tanks on, so we're going to get this prolonged ground war that we really didn't want to see because it's actually very boring. There's the deployment and the second one in there. Drewbie, I don't really know why he didn't go in. He could have gone in much earlier than that. Really, really could have. More damage could have been done. Didn't bother to go in with the drop when there was barely anything on the ground. So I really don't know why that's happening. However, he's now going to have to face these deployed siege tanks, and I'd be very concerned about that. Drewbie does have medevacs on the field, and of course he has Vikings, so he will have the range, but FxmOoNan also has a Viking on the field. I wouldn't want to go too close to that. Can he take that Viking out? He cannot. There's another Viking available there. Needs to get that fixed up before it goes down quickly. There's the flank around. Can he do the damage? He looks for it. Shelling right now on the bunker. Good deploy. Oh, nice deployment right there of that point defense drone. Get in there, do some damage. He loses one. Will he lose the second? He will. Can he take that last one out? Oh, he can't. Not so great. Drewbie with a very limited capacity to really break this line right now. He can certainly expand. He's feeling good about that, but he allowed his opponent to rebuild, which made no sense to me at all. And now he's going to lose that Raven. Not so great. A few mistakes being made here by Drewbie, if I'm totally honest with you. I don't really know why he's doing that. There's the stim out. Can he grab one? He can, but can he get the second? Looking fairly unlikely. Looks for the damage, but if he does... Oh, it's an undeploy there by FxmOoNan, so there you go. He could have gone in there, but he didn't. Of course, Drewbie had no idea that that was actually happening. Looking perhaps for a quick pick up and drop. Would make sense. One deployed siege tank, one mobile. Looks for the deployment round. FxmOoNan with air superiority right now, however, so it's very risky to try that. Still, he needs to watch out for those Marines. Trying to draw those Vikings out of position, but it's not going to happen. FxmOoNan is not having anything of the sort. If we look at the numbers, it's so clearly in Drewbie's favor right now, it's not even funny, but it's so hard to run this line with those deployed siege tanks. It's very dangerous, and he can't get those Vikings up in the air. He can't gain that air superiority he needs in order to do the shelling from the ground. But he does have 4 siege tanks right now. Will he go for it? I would certainly think so. Now his opponent's expanded, there are some openings, some possibilities for damage. In comes the shelling. FxmOoNan not quite deployed in time. That's messy. There you go. Drives his way in right there. Will he be able to do the damage? He can. FxmOoNan's going to lose that. Nothing's going to happen there. It's all so horribly dead. FxmOoNan deploys and tries to hold the line with 2 Sea Shanks. Can he do it? Well, it's a much reduced numbers. GG. FxmOoNan, absolutely no way he's going to be able to break out of that. And there you go. It's 1-0 in this best of 3 series, folks. Don't go anywhere. The fun's just getting started.